This is the fishing deal. I also went to, I can't remember the exact name. It's not this. I think it's called the Outdoorsman. It's like a bait and it's like kind of a smaller Dick's here in South Carolina. But they just gave me this big box because of all the stuff that I bought. So we're going to be putting something on the light setup that we are going to be using. So I think the first part, because I need some tools and we're going to be rigging one of these, I think it's best that we start with the unboxing, get to the good stuff first, and then we will start repairing our line, and I'll kind of do a little bit teaching about knots, because we're going to be tying a uni knot along with either a Palmer knot, or depending on what kind of weight or knot I decide to tie on it. But let's get right into the unboxing. So let's just get straight into it. I'm going to push this box over to the side, so that way whatever we're dealing with right here can be looked at. We also have our assistant, Willow. Willow, come here. Just fresh off of a groom. Got the nice green little ribbon on her back. Hello there. Got her whole setup over there. Toys, treats, fresh water. Because we're going to be in here for a little bit. Got the fan running, so we're feeling good. Okay. I really can't go to any bait store without buying something from the Guggen squad. So we've got two setups here. We'll start with this one. Really loved the coloring on this. Good thing about this one, diving depth's only 2 to 5 feet, so especially if you're doing some bank fishing, this will be really good, hopefully, especially with fall now coming in. This other one, really liked the kind of muddy shape here on the top with the orange underbelly. This one's a little bit deeper, 8 to 12, but the next setup has already been determined, but it is going to be a little bit of a heavier setup. So I did get some baits that are a little bit bigger, specifically for that. Also, this Rapala DT10, I absolutely, let me get the light here a little bit better. I just absolutely loved the coloring on this one. Thankfully, this one, let's see if it, depth of 10 feet, that would make sense. D10 dives to 10. I'm an idiot. I just really love the color on this one, so I decided to pick that one up. Another one from Rapala, because what I do find is that Rapala seems to make some more, I guess, out there colors for things. I just really loved the purple and black here on the top with the white belly, with that flash of kind of neon colors up here towards the head. Let's see, I think this one is floating. Yeah, so it's a running hard bait. So just in case we ever run into something that needs that, we can just throw that out there one day. I think this is around the same. Yeah, so about the same, or almost the exact same, with just looks like the plastic casing in here. But just loved kind of the tanner, darker colors with this one. Let's see, what else did we get? Oh, this is probably the most obnoxious purchase that I made today, which wasn't really a necessity at this moment, but I saw it and I was like, that's really cool, so I wanted to get it. It is this Sixth Sense, just humongous, dives 16 to 24 feet. I mean, this thing is just arguably probably my biggest tackle at the moment. I also found these. I just really liked, once again, the coloring on these. So, Chubs, Loud Chat, I mean, yeah, I mean, they are, I mean, I know there's 3 of them, but they are super loud. So I was just really hoping that to get these to go out, I mean, 5/8 ounce, 18 grams. I mean, so, yeah, they're going to sink down a little bit, so I just really like the coloring on some of these, and was curious about the red. I feel like a lot of red things, I don't know, I guess I don't have a lot of it, so I can't really speak to it in the correct fashion, because I went a little crazy today. Also got this little guy. Mustad Rattle Trap. Sorry. She was just, sounded like she was trying to eat a leaf. So super happy I just thought that this white was really cool. I don't have, outside of like an all white fluke, super fluke that I have, I don't really have like a lot of all white things. So I watched a YouTube or a TikTok earlier that was talking about some of the best fall baits to try out. Chatterbait was one that I heard a lot, and I did not really have much experience with these, and I didn't think that I really had a lot. So I went and got a couple things for a couple different setups. So we'll go through those now. First thing I got was this. I liked it because it was attachable to the frog. So I'm curious to see how this will do in the water. I'm just kind of super excited to get this out and just kind of throw it, see how it acts in the water. I am not familiar with these big spinning, I don't even know what you would call this, a buzz bait, I guess. But I'm excited to get out there. That one would probably go on my bigger setup. But so we have our lighter action and kind of our medium action. So I wanted to get things that would be able to fit on both of them, the smaller one and the bigger one. So I kind of got what I felt like was a pretty good, like, oh, well, this is a 4th and these are 3/8, so I didn't even realize that. Even better for the smaller one. But these are just some different colors that I found that I was like, the blue with the sparkle always works. This one's the green. This one looks more like a dirty tan kind of color. So these are all by Z-Man, the original Chatterbait. So I decided to get 3 of those, and so those are going to be more for the lighter setup. And then I got these other ones that seemed just a bit different. They're both 3/8, so all these are 3/8. So I may be able to throw these on the heavier one too, but I did get heavier baits to attach onto these, so I thought maybe using these with some of the bigger baits would be cool as well. And so get some things that, baits that would attach onto this or would go onto this. Well, minus these. Excuse me. Excuse me. These Gary Yamamoto. I just thought the coloring on these were super interesting. I was wanting to use these on like a wacky rig because they have that little middle part here. So I got those more for the wacky rig setup. But Willow, you are being so rude to the video with your loud, oh, do you want to see? What do you think? So these, once again, Gary Yamamoto. So I just got these, like the creatures. So I thought with how this looked, I thought that it would really go well with one of these chatterbaits. The hook would just kind of go on here, come out somewhere around here. They looked to be maybe on like the, yeah, I mean, if that's one of them, I mean, maybe it could fit. I think it would fit good on here, but it would also fit good on there. And this was a 7-pack, so I thought these would be a little bit more versatile. And I also got these kind of smaller ones. So these are by Missile Baits. Hillbilly Magic is what these are called. So I thought this, I mean, you could throw this on this green one. I think that would work. Could be kind of cool. And then also from the same company, Missile. I just felt like this Missile Baits brand had really unique colors that I wanted to go for. I thought this one could go with the blue one here because it has that little spark of blue. I was trying to do my best to match colors in the baits that are also in the setup here. So these, once again, Missile Baits. These, looks like Sunfish IPA is the name of these. But I just thought the coloring was super unique and very interesting, and I know I didn't have anything that was close to this. But I thought, I mean, hell, you could go with this. You could even pull off this with like kind of these darker tans and yellows. Potentially. We will definitely see how it works. Okay, so this kind of falls into so these are some bigger Wacky Rigs worms. So these are blue, obviously, with the black speckle. So these are the 9 fat bruised shin. So that's more for heavier Wacky Rigs. Oh, and then also I found these. The coloring on these, just tinfoil. I thought this would be super interesting in the water, especially whenever it's not, because it hasn't been very cloudy in Charleston. Like I said in one of my previous videos, it hasn't really rained here since Hurricane Helene came through. But we did not get directly hit by that. We got some rain, but that was about it.